met the third president that passed away in 1831 on July 4th, and that was James Monroe. Adams, Jefferson, and Monroe all dying on the 4th of July. Super stock dual fuel class for pull-off productions. You may say, well, what's that? Obviously, the dual fuel is diesel or alcohol. We can run full stocks at 10,000 pounds, 680 cubic, and 1 cubic meters turbo. Or they can run super stocks at 9,500 pounds, 650 cubic inches. There's lots of different setups, 540 with 4 chargers and 3 stages of boost, or 540 cubic inch with 3 chargers and 2 stages of boost. Or 504 alcohol, like the 6-shooter New Holland, with 2 chargers and 9,500 pound weight limit. If it's over 504, they drop way down to 8,000 pounds. So there's all kinds of setups in here. And like I said earlier, 4,000 horsepower. I was doing a little study over the winter time, and I found some information that I thought fans would like. And I shared it with them last weekend down at the Ag Center. If you have, let's say, 4,000 RPMs in this class, and some of them will be doing 5,000. I'll give you the comparison. But the engine's running at 4,000 RPMs coming down through here. You're going to understand why all the safety factors are in place. Turbo shields, side shields, transmission blankets, steel flywheels, and crankshaft balancers, you name it. At 4,000 engine RPM, the pistons are going up and down 53 miles an hour. Now 53 miles an hour doesn't seem fast until I tell you the next part. When that piston reaches top dead center, it goes to 0. And then instantly, it goes 53 miles an hour back down. And when it gets to bottom dead center, dead stop for a millisecond and back up. Believe it or not, it's going to do that 12 times every second. That's hard to believe. But wait till you hear the RPMs and horsepower coming out of these tractors. At 5,000 RPMs, that piston will be going up and down 66 miles an hour. Unbelievable. If you ever get the chance to stand at the side of the track, you will back up if you have any sense, because when they get that close to you, it just gives you goosebumps and think, what in the world is holding that together? Back to the first class, the first of 7. Henry Hamilton, big-time farmer out of Dansville, New York. His son David in this class on a farm ball M when he was about 15 years old. He's probably got 60 years, 55, 60 years of experience. out the guy that knows practical 3 turbochargers on this Case IH Puma called Force Decision. 3 turbos. Watch this.
Henry took his hook, but they're going to look at one more, distance-wise. 24285.
Down the sled and spot on the next one. Ryan Hoyt, one of the 3 Hoyt boys, moved to Utah, and he and his family came in for this weekend's event to visit, and his dad, Chris, said, why don't you drive that tractor? I've been in the seat for a few years, so here comes a treat. You'll see the orange cone behind the sled, and that's what the operator is centering up on. They have decided to start the sled out here. There comes Dad inside the sled. And here comes the replica of the new 872. And they started, let's see, about 1969 with the tan paint. In 1975, they went to white paint. They called that power white. So it's a replica. Even numbers were 8 and 10/7. This is a replica. It's all custom-made aluminum to look like the 70 series Case tractor. And it's a little wider, a little longer. You get all this great big engine in under there, and you look at it real close to your Case thing and think, yeah, boy, that's really a couple inches wider and taller than a Case tractor, but cubic inches with one unlimited turbo. That's what the pro stock tractors are ruled at. It's got an injection pump hanging on the side of the motor that's the size of your mailbox, and it has a turbocharger on it that you can turn your little head through. Now, this thing's going to get enough RPMs, it'll be at 5,000. So think about those pistons going up and down 66 miles an hour. And the turbocharger going about 110,000 RPM. Green is out. Here's our new first move on the nut case from Shippensburg, Pennsylvania. 280.45 feet.
28045, 28045 for Ryan.
PG285. So this is alcohol power sporting two turbochargers. One humongous one feeding the big one. 504 cubic inch. Aluminum head on a 6-cylinder diesel block with electronic ignition and twin spark plugs per cylinder. That is set. So this Ryan Hoyt set the mark between the headlights. You'll see the big one. It looks like it's off a locomotive. I mean, it's huge. It must be, the housing must be 12 or 14 inches in diameter. You'll see it if you zoom in on it. Green is out now. For Kevin Windsor with the 6-shooter New Holland. The cone is set down here on the left sideline at 280.45 feet. He's going to have his eye on that cone. Open and drive faster.
$262.15, $262.15 for Kevin Windsor.
That's what they decided to call it. It started right by the 7710. This is the first stop for 682 inches. The one humongous turbo and big injection pump. Robert would always lose sleep at night thinking of things to do with it. Big solid head on it, big custom cylinder head. I remember when it got a bullet. About 6-8 months later, we put 411s in it, and I believe till we got all said and done, we changed that, and I think it's got about a 390 gear in it now. Tractor, if you do not pay me, and he hid money in my car, just wouldn't let me help it for free. I hope this thing goes 400 feet. That part was that darn good. Folks, we've got double meter in this cab. Demonstrator is about flat or flat ground from looks like it's still good for me to burn out of it. These things are so far deep inside to allow us to get up to midnight and it is very difficult to get them to warm up. But then the next thing you know, with not a drop of coolant in the block, they go from cold to overheated. As usual, there's a good Samaritan here. I see it about everywhere I go. Someone found a set of keys. So check your pockets. That back wheel. And they're talking to Corey. They have 4 minutes to figure something out. Let's hope it's nothing major because you will definitely want to see this thing go. It's torn apart at this time, so they have the heavyweights here tonight. Truss case is refired, and let's hope everything is good to go. They have to climb it down. I'd like to say thanks to some of these pull-off production sponsors, and one of them is MGS Trailer out of Denver, Pennsylvania. They can help you out with all kinds of trailers, Big Tex Car Maintenance, Hallmark Cargo Express, and Wells Cargo. MGS Trailer from Denver, PA. Only in America would you have about a $400,000 machine with 4,000 horsepower and you'd have to push it to the sled, right? We'd have a reverse problem or something. Now these guys, look how fast they'll jump out there and help one another. They push that thing in there for a reason. Apparently it's having an issue of going in gear. And if we get her into forward gear, or they do, you'll be happy that you gave them a few minutes to try to remedy the situation. Come up with the name Uniloader because New Holland, Kubota, and everybody else again, it's a skid steer, right? And the answer is Case bought out the Universal Loader Company. And that's why they call it a Case Uniloader. They're shortening it up. But they bought the Universal Loader Company in the first year for a Case Uniloader was 1969. And that 10,000-pound tractor got a lot of nose weight, don't it? With the hitch way out front there on the Uniloader, he's dragging it out of the way front-wheel drive-wise. That's a beast of a tractor, 10,000 pounds, and you can tell they got a lot of weight hanging out front of her here tonight. Inside the ring, and it's firing up. Alcohol Super Stop, 3 turbos, 540 cubic inches of 6-cylinder with electronic ignition, burning about 1.5 gallons of methanol, 2 stages of boost, and making about 4,000 horsepower. Hey, look out here on the track, Herb Clark, old two-wheel drive buddy, checking track conditions. He's got the Cool Pass 2-wheel drive truck that has a brand new engine in it, going to make a maiden voyage here tonight. They started assembling the engine at 4 o'clock yesterday evening, at 5 o'clock tonight. So I wish him well. I hope it goes good for Herb Clark and Chaz Toy. I'm sure he's crossing his fingers. What a way to go to bring a truck to an event. You think, I haven't even heard it run yet. A couple thousand acres of corn and soybeans. And mom, dad, and son all going to keep the tractor going. This will be a good one. 3 turbos on an overload super stop, high-H power. Well, folks, he's past the 100-foot mark. How about a couple of round of applause for David Evans? The 2 turbos died out, and away went the horsepower, and there's the other on turn.
167.38, 167.38.
Make a little firework for us. Josh Anderson out there with Atlantic Tractor's tow tractor for the weekend. We appreciate them helping us out. We have lots of hats for trivia questions. And LT said, I'm down fairly quick, and away goes the boost going in to make horsepower. So the engine says, oh, I'm done. Ain't doing no further. What a beautiful case IH. And easy recycling the doors down. Josh went 258.87 with that darn deer. Here comes his twin, the berry deer. 680 cubic inches of John Deere engine. Still got the cast iron block in the head, but no antifreeze in it. She's a dry block post off. So they get a little bit of an advantage of allowed to run a wider tire. Green out for Derry Deer of Shippensburg. Okay, he's gonna have a little bit of a issue there with not enough RPMs, but he's way short of the 100-foot mark, so we'll back him up, zero the laser, and let him rev it up and try that one more time. Everyone gets 2 attempts. They did the same thing, but a little further down the track, and he's riding it out there as far as he can. How about a hand for Josh Martin, fans? Once again, a disappointing distance. The good news is nothing's broken. At least that we can see. It's still running. It sounds good. Looks good. Not enough boost or RPMs to get down to this end. 131.2 feet.
13120.
See
13120.
him back here tomorrow night. Hopefully all these guys will be back tomorrow night. Hopefully they'll have a little better time than they are here tonight getting this show off the ground. Some people have difficulty, but no major difficulty. Nobody's making anything. And his son Corey down there checking things out on the case, that gave them a little bit less time, but maybe they're ready. And if they are, stress case will be the final competitor in this class before we move into two-wheel drive trucks. And you can show the noise clears to keep you informed of distance and what happened. The only way to get this one started was that back in Colorado, sitting up right outside the fence. It's called 30 minutes. Fired up, is just waiting on the track crew to put some final tune-up on there. it looks like they might be having some more issues. Probably going to hook it up and roll it forward to tighten the chain and then start it up in gear. And it'll start in gear. That engine's got to get up to 1,500, 2,000 RPMs to engage those clutches. If it was a conventional clutch, you wouldn't be able to start it up if you had trouble, and then put it in gear, you'd hear all kinds of grinding. But he'll have it in gear before it starts, and let's hope it works for him. Profab transmissions got 3 gears forward and 1 reverse, probably second. And you see a little smoke. They're going to get her in here, and let's hope it goes well for Corey Hoyt on stress case. This is Pro Stock, single turbo, 6-cylinder diesel, 680 cubic inches. You can hear it grinding. They didn't have it in here. So hopefully it is now. So that's what's going on with the tractor. It's got a little clutch trouble. Can you imagine the clutch setup that will hold you about the horsepower? Where that cover open. Now, that was a good idea until I proved it was stuck for it the first time, and I ended up chasing a go-kart to get on it. He's got his helmet off. Would you folks give him a couple up round of applause? Hopefully it'll go better for Corey Hoyt tomorrow night. So here's the run down. Henry Everman unable to come back. So sled was reset. Unfortunately, that'll put him at the back end, along with Corey here. That'll be a little tough to decipher. So I'm going to put it down. There's only got a round Hoyt as the winner, with Nutcase going 280.45 feet. Second, Kevin Windsor with the 6-shooter New Holland going 262.15. Third to Josh Martin and Matt Darn here at 258.87. Fourth to David Everman with Overruled at 167.38. Fifth to Josh Martin on the very deer at 131.2. Sixth to Henry Everman at 3 come back. He went 242.85 the first time. And we'll give 7th to Corey Hoyt, unable to even get anything other than hook points there with the stress case. Hopefully they'll get that taken care of, and we won't see him having so much difficulty tomorrow. together. Mr. Wilson, put the body down. He will be off next for the rest of them. There's a 5 o'clock weekends and that dirt park like that. And Earth was up there. And that's the Wally went to just around the top again. we're in the thick of things. Reckless Forces looks like it's going to take over the number 3 spot thus far. And we'll find out in a moment. 286.19. I'm taking over the number 4 spot right now. 286.19 feet. Taking over first from Fast 4. Crystal West remains our leader with her dirty money out there at 308.2. Katie Clifton up next got a Kingsbury, New York. He's taking us to the halfway point of the pass. The sharper white tea bucket called Rolling Thunder. We have 2 Rolling Thunders here tonight. We're going to have a Rolling Thunder in the tractor class here later. 70966 over the third 15 of 14 in that next class. Sounds like ACDC.
$286.19, 286.19. For Robbie Campbell.
they didn't enjoy it back in the war, with more than 50,000 estimated casualties in a 3-day engagement. People flock here. 240 million traveler reviews force air into the intake manifold, and that muffles the sound a little bit. Let's see how it goes with Trent Best. Pickups and let alone a hard to find panel truck. If you're a Dodge fan, wait till you see this little thing called the Bear Express. Tractor. The distance 287.85. That takes over the number 6 spot and backs up Robbie Campbell's rectangular portion forward into the number 7.
287.85 for Bob Wittenbrader and the Bears. So Mark Smith was cooking chickens for the pullers earlier. Now it's his turn to pull. Got old Teddy with him.
Going down
280-254-80. Looks like Buck is driving.
And he needs to serve the Eagle one to take it back up the hill.
He's going back to the other truck, Buck.
Buck's going here tonight to help. He's going for wild period. He's going to ahead before. That was a very close couple weeks ago. Then we'll see what he did compared to the Shippensburg 35 Ford. This is 279.67. So it's about 15 feet further.
279.67, 279.67 for Buck Tipton and Wild and Blue.
67. driven by Shane Scott of Shippensburg, and he does a wonderful job with this New Holland 8570 called Black and Blue. Once again, the first and the test bullet, whichever one you want to call it, some people call it the guinea pig, and you'll have the option to turn it down and come back. You say, why is only the first guy get to do that? And again, no antifreeze in these things. They're dry block. Freeze plugs removed to let a little bit of air circulate through it, to take it back to the pit area, turn a leaf blower on it, try to cool it down, bring it back at the end of the pass. If he turns it down, let's hope it goes well for Shane Scott. Get this thing off and run them out here about the 300-foot mark. Look for the next one. Could be good, could be bad. If he's having issues, you let him drop and bring out Jimmy Williams with some assembly required. Boys, but he need not fire it up yet because the Ford just lit. And the chicken man is jumping on the seat. My dad used to talk about years of time, and I just shake my head. And now, here I am, thinking that I have known Mark Smith for about 35 years. Where in the world the time goes. We got the answer to the trivia question. Mindy's out here yelling. Congratulations, Pennsylvania, for being the state that leads the country in farmland preservation. That is something for us to be proud of, as well as all those people coming to visit Gettysburg. Right corner, and probably going to try to go a little bit diagonal and head for the left corner near the finish line. Let's see if that's what happens, or if he stays in the right lane. It's one good-looking replica of a Ford 8700. He's bigger to this side, and he kept it in bounds, so that would give the distance there and put him in a little bit of money, right? And a little bit of points. Here's the good news. He knew it was coming this way too far, so he got out of it, saved it, but then he thought, they reset the sled. I can turn that down and come back at the end. So he'll have a second go at it if he wants. 196.51 for that ride. The problem is we don't know if that stud setting's good or not, but we definitely know he's proper. Thank you, Joe. That was
19651
you know, we live in a
on
world
that
of abbreviations and acronyms
that
now.
save, but he's gonna drop it. He needs to take it.
BPM. That was a little bit of a Brian Yeager. I call it a BPM, and BPM stands for Butt Puckering Moment. We're going to drag him out of the way and give it some cool down time, and the first 2 of the 14 will be back. We still have 12 more for this excitement. Jimmy Williams. He's the former vice president of Virginia Beef and a big-time salt farmer. Hundreds and hundreds of acres of salt that they farm down there to make beautiful lawns all over the East Coast. He's on a 966 called Some Assembly Required, and it's getting a little heat in the motor. Sitting down there right outside the fence, warming up. Little brother directing the Josh there to drag big brother's 442 down. They might put a little Milwaukee leaf blower on there, circulating. He wanted that angle to be a little bit less and end up along the line down here at the 300-foot marker instead of the 200. Now it's starting on the right corner. It must be really soft up there on this side. I can't keep on 540 cubic inches. Some assembly required. Let's see how it goes for Jimmy Williams.
Sorry about that, Jimmy.
You may remember him from Cadillac Red. It's here. We'll be on that one a little later. I bet the real good people would love that. Starting about where Big Brother did. See how it goes for Wildman Tommy Williams. At Firestone. From Leesburg, Virginia. I'm not sure, but he was a wheel in that big rig with 3 tractors in it. Here comes the second, and the third one will be out here shortly, called Cadillac Red. But Firestorm's going to see if he can drive past this coast. 161 cubic inch and a little 2.5 inch turbo. Because now, we're talking about one first stop with 540 cubic inches and a heat pump making about 3,000 horsepower. So I'm down on that, but I love the look on the shop. This Pomeranian, no name on this thing yet, we're just called the beautiful 1206 in New York. Acting up there right away, and I believe he got out of the stall in time. Danny Forster was out there and talked to him to see if he was allowed to back up and try that again. The bad news is we got a rattle there, don't we? I just heard it. That's not good. Fans, would you kindly give him a round of applause? I don't know if it's hurt or not, but I know he's going to be disappointed. Here comes the tow vehicle. And he's looking behind the side shield. Man, wouldn't wish that on anybody, especially with a beautiful tractor like that. And he's a long ways from home. Cambridge, New York.
9518, 9518 for Chris Pomeranian.
I wish I would have been watching a little more instead of talking, because I heard something there at the very end. .18 disappointing feet. It's a 95.18. Jimmy Williams was out here, and he's on currently at 293.5. The old tractor's got about probably 16, 18 years experience. See how it goes here tonight in Shippensburg. I haven't seen it for a while, but I'm glad these brothers are up here from Virginia. Working on it, brings the RPMs down on the engine, that slows the turbo down, and then goes the boost, and of course the horsepower goes with it. So it's still running, but it's snuffed. And he's way past the 100-foot mark, so a little bit of a disappointing run there for him. The good news is it's not broken. 206.36 for Cadillac Road. Somewhere 1,900 to 3,000 horse, it ought to go well. These guys haven't been up there for a while. Last time they were here, they had two exhibition in the mud turbo class because they had a P pump, and they only allow locally here A pump. So we'll talk about A's and P pumps here later, how you can tell the difference when you walk up and look at it. But right now he's got a green, so I'll be quiet. And I hope it goes well for Ron Beasley, a long ways from home, Montour, North Carolina.
Not the line, but the lead. Not the line. They'll come up.
Now, when he got here, first I talked to him for a little bit, I'd see him for a while, and he said, I'm going to be the underdog. I said, oh, I wouldn't say that yet. That's a tough tractor. And this guy, he builds the engine, builds the tractor, does work for other people. This guy is a heck of a mechanic and farmer from way up in Gratz, Pennsylvania. It's called Raging Red. Someone's not raging yet. They're talking to him, seeing what's going on. See how it goes for Kenny Ripien Jr. with the Green Machine. Sounded good, was making real good power. But that weight box comes up, presses down on that fan, and once it starts getting harder to drag, the RPMs go away, and away goes the horsepower once again. 1.67 feet per Kenny. Looks good as always, sounded good, but it's laying down a little earlier. We got to be thick skinned. You gotta say, well, at least it's not broken. You're gonna drive it out of here. 1.67 feet. Takes over the 188. The last Series International that ended 5488 was the last International in May of 85. So this 88 series we'll call from early to mid-80s was the last all-international series of tractors. It's a copy of that. 3688 would have been a decent-sized machine. It's called the Storm. Now check this thing out. The guy that did this aluminum sheet metal, he didn't build just one. They changed the grill, and it was stamped there for a while and had a cost on it. They would update it to a two-piece bar grill. Now once the cost is still there, grill comes home in the seat from here. Dad's out there getting it lined up nice and straight. This is one tough tractor.
Kodiak.
Locally, we like to thank JCM Energy Plus in Shippensburg. And also, Fritzy's Repair Shop in Shippensburg. Another light protractor with a big T-pump hanging on the side of a 540 engine, 8,500 pounds. Total weight. Thanks to Sonora Co-op production sponsor, Fair Valley Performance, out of Wisconsin. Come to Maryland and take in the event of Tuckahoe Steam and Gas Show next weekend. Me and Jamie will both be down there working hard up short. An hour above Ocean City. Eastern Maryland, Tuckahoe, the small and big block mini logs, 4,500-pound trucks, street diesel trucks, and go drivers. Saturday the 20th, 7 p.m. Then we get the first kicked off on Sunday and Monday night the 22nd. Coming back to Big Drag. Street stop 405 trucks.
Coming out Rolling Thunder.
For those contractors. For instance, I had his son out here with the storm tractor, went to 94.6 this whole course. Let's see what Dad does with a 966 volt Rolling Thunder.
got LT Ocker up there doing the laser in the tower.
The tracker, the little tracker, the black Peterbilt that drives this thing around, everything is top notch and shined to the max. And the driver signs up nice too. This one is called this sticker on. Now this is like find out that I didn't think that up in the payouts for the night tomorrow night. So if you come back tomorrow night, that's another admission. So we can pay this group to do it again. Green's out now for the Benson. Let's see if we can get to the cone that's at 311.2.
That's a big distance, 320.46, 320.46 for Jeff McLochie.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Straight stop. The whole balloon is 8570 called black and blue. Make some noise now. Black and blue.
Close. 318.18. 318.18.
That was a good one on the home side.
Everybody wants to win on their hometown track.
Limited pro stock class. Another resto mod looking tractor. Of Shippensburg is faster yet. Ford 8700. Limited Pro.
Three 14:22. Congratulations, never launching. A minute. That's going to do it for the Light Pro Stocks tonight. Tune in tomorrow and see what we stream tomorrow.
36. And the old 96 just fired up. Here comes a multi-time point engine truck out of Newville. Storm and Norman has the green. The left comes wind up. believe he's out at the throttle in time. If not, he's the first puller, so he still gets the second attempt. Sounded good for a little bit. Like many other ones here tonight, snuffing out a little quick. Stops at 112.67, so he was out of the throttle in time.
112.67.
Coasting out there. So let me give you my redneck analogy of how that old diesel gives so much trouble, and you say, man, look at the ether going in there. Once I've heard it needs that when it's cold to like the diesel fuel. But if you put a balloon under your arm and squeeze it, of course you have to compress that until it explodes. That's the way a diesel works. But if you touch that squeezed balloon with a match, it pops and explodes right away. So that's what the diesel helps that diesel do. Continuously lights that compressed gas fluid or gas fluid. And it'll do it. V8 7.3 with a key pump setting in the valley, making gobs of horsepower. It's called twisted addiction. square body with the wheelbase stretched out as far as you can get it for this class. Had to add about 18 or so inches to the bed. The green is out for the Outlaw from Leola.
That's not Chris Utzies, that's Kermit Zimmerman and the Outlaw. Don't know his distance.
You're going to get a comparison of gas versus diesel here.
$23296. That's Chris Utzies. possible by these sponsors. Here's a couple of videos that we think you'll like. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button in the top left corner and our notification button on mailing list in our top right.